610 KONA. Brought to you by Farmers Exchange.
And welcome back to the Brunswick Memorial Barge at the JMC Motorsports start-finish line on 610 KONA. Just a reminder for swimmers, we will soon have the hydroplanes out on the water, and that would mean you would need to be up on the shore. All swimmers will need to be up on the shore as we get ready for the final heat for the HAPO Columbia Cup and the winner-take-all title. Now, Buoy Watch 2021 continues. At first it was the Sago Pondweed, and now we're watching the buoy in the apex of the lower turn. Let's check in with those that have a good eye on what's going on.
It is in place.
Oh, and that's even better news.
And the boats have left the area, so we're good.
It is in place, as Kevin has observed, and we are 9 minutes and 15 seconds away from our Columbia Cup final.
All right, so let's check in with Glenn Boggin and Brad Luce, their American Radiator pit reporters, and what a great job you've done all weekend. Thank you so much, you guys. And we've got some more work to do here with the HAPO Columbia Cup title on the line. What's your pick, Brad?
Well, I've said it all week.
11.
I'm not going away. I'm going to stick with the 11, J&D's. That's been my dark horse, and I'm going to put him out front and put some money on his nose.
Will he be in lane one?
Ah, boy.
That's a tougher question.
That is a tougher question. I'll tell you what, I think he's going to try.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to try. Sure, if I've got to pick one, let's put him in there, because the only way he's going to win this thing, I think, is if he has the shortest way around.
And just minutes ago, you were talking about it. It's a little bit different, right? 5 laps. That's big, but also 7 boats come out.
It's huge.
And the milling period changes so dramatically. We've only had 4 boats in each heat previously.
Yeah, we look across the race course right now, and Kevin, looking at this lower corner, it's beautiful. It's water skiing water.
It will change, as Michael will say.
Oh, boy. In about, what did I say, 9 minutes? Where are we now? It's at 8 minutes and 2 seconds. It's going to change. But it's beautiful right now.
Glenn Boggin, your choice for the HAPO Columbia Cup finale.
You know, I'm going to go, it might not be very sexy, but I'm going with the right-handed lane and saying Jimmy Shane. I mean, I've talked to the guy 4 times after 4 heats, and heck, we even talked about space travel. So I'm giving it to the blue and white Miss Home Street.
For those that didn't hear, it was a great interview. He was with the Blue Origin team that helped with the rocket launch in West Texas.
With Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, and just an amazing story with John Zimmerman and some of the others that were involved in boat racing that were a part of that rocket ship. Let's head over to Kevin Rounds, Pasco Tire Factory, turn number 2.
Well, if I'm not taking Jimmy Shane, I feel like we have been in this position before. Jimmy Shane looks unbeatable. Everybody thinks it's the ones to lose. And J. Michael Kelly comes out with a victory. So I think I will attach my horse to the Miss Tri-Cities to win in the Tri-Cities.
Interesting call on that. Yeah, if Andrew Tate gets the inside lane, nobody can spin that buoy line better. Brad, do you agree?
I agree. Or J. Mike.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
J. Mike can handle that inside lane equally as well. But you're right, Andrew, if he can, I think he's got to pin the 12 in there to have a shot here.
Yeah, but we've also got to pass tech inspection after it's all over.
Certainly do. And boy, we have seen a lot of problems there this weekend.
Yep, we have.
Really?
They've been busy.
You know what I think is great about all this? That we all have our different selections. You hear about it in sports all the time. This is the definition of parity. Where you have guys out there, maybe there's somebody who's the odds-on favorite, but anybody can beat Jimmy Shane. Jimmy Shane can beat anybody. It's going to be fun to see, so you got to watch all the laps.
You really do. Coming up on 6 minutes. Coming up on 6 minutes until the start of the 2021 HAPO Columbia Cup in 2 seconds. 1 mark, 6 minutes. And as I was climbing up the tower, I was thinking, wow, just a couple of months ago, this race was not happening. And look up and down the shore, look out across the river. It happened. We're here. We've had a great weekend, had our issues along the way, but we're ready to go racing here, and it's going to be a barn burner of a final.
Yeah, for the board of directors and everybody involved with Water Follies, Kathy Powell, event director, and the staff, way to go. Thanks for having us back.
Absolutely.
Hey, Michael.
Glenn.
If I could give a quick shout out to Kennewick Fire over here. They were called out to at the concessions area about 10 minutes ago.
Really?
Well, somebody passed out. I think, you know, the heat, the lack of water. There's been a lot of great boat racing Saturday and Sunday, so you don't really have an opportunity to step away very often. So I hate to be Debbie Downer, but remember, let's push those fluids, grab a Powerade, grab a Gatorade, drink some water to make sure you get through the day safely.
And just so there's no question about it, it was not me.
No, it was not.
It was not me.
That's a good sign. All right, here we go. We're ready to go racing.
I don't know, do I dare say it? Because everybody knows this is my favorite shot right here. And it's not disappointing coming away from the dock here. Wow. The 3 is already gone. Then it's Kelly coming out. Following behind him is Corey Peabody. Then it's Jamie Nielsen. Then it's Jimmy Shane. Then it is Dave Villwalk. You'll never guess who's still sitting at the dock, Michael.
Oh, it'd be Jimmy Shane?
That would be Andrew Tate. He loves to do that.
Sorry.
That's right. He loves to do it. He's the only one sitting there. Hasn't even tried to come out yet. Same thing he used to do when he was driving for Mike and Lori Jones and driving the 9.
This is the first time we've seen 6 boats out on the course, and there's still one more to come.
And he's just sitting at the dock.
Just waiting.
I think he's the guy I'm behind every green light when I'm trying to get home from work.
Well, it was interesting when we were here for the test session. Andrew and I kind of walked up the beach together here, and he was looking over the edge, and he goes, it looks pretty deep out there. He says, maybe I can make that run that I like to do up the shoreline. He's coming away from the dock now. We'll see if he makes a left turn and comes up the dock, or if he just goes straight across, and it's looking more and more like he's just going to come straight across to Kevin. 3 minutes and 40 seconds till our start. All 7 boats are up and on the water, guys.
Jimmy King has cut through the ESCO electric infield. So has Jamie Nielsen as they come to the Payne West Insurance front stretch.
Michael, you asked about the fans. They may be hot, but they've all left the shade to get to the best possible view as Jimmy King cuts again. But they're all up, ready to go. Watch the next 5-lap race as we get ready to wrap up the Columbia Cup.
And again, all swimmers up out of the water onto the shore. Our hydroplanes out on the river for the HAPO Columbia Cup. All swimmers out of the water up on the shore.
Kevin, look at this approach for Andrew Tate. He went straight across, parallel with the bridge, all the way to the other side. He's still not on the race course.
He's still not technically on the race course. The problem is where does he fit into all of this? Because Jamie Nielsen and now J. Michael Kelly have gotten in front of him. Here, all 7 boats are on the race course. Dave Villwalk in front of Jimmy Shane, too. He'll have to eventually back off and get into that trailer position, but
2:30 to our start.
All right, now we start to pay attention where boats are right now. Jimmy King in the Griggs Ace Hardware will come across the JMC Motorsports start-finish line down the Payne West Insurance front stretch.
And we talked about how pristine the water was down here in Tire Factory Turn 2. That's not the case anymore.
Not anymore.
Dave Villwalk will cut across the ESCO electric infield to the front stretch.
King will cut the back, front to back.
Coming up on 2 minutes, guys, in 2-1 mark. 2 minutes.
Jimmy Nielsen is in lane number 1 as he comes down the front stretch to the JMC Motorsports start-finish line.
Villwalk cuts again, getting into the trailer boat position. We might be starting to settle down here.
Yeah, J. Michael Kelly would be in lane 2. Andrew Tate is searching for a lane in the Graham Trucking right now, maybe in 3. That would put Peabody in 4. Then behind is Jimmy Shane in the 1, and I don't know where he will go. Dave Villwalk. The front stretch, and
Look who got 1.
And look what they did. What did we talk about? Get Jimmy Shane on the pace now where he's going to have a whole lot of boat speed.
Yeah, this is going to be good. Watch Jimmy Shane. Kevin, you're going to have the call because he's got 4 boats in front of him.
Yeah, it looks like Peabody's going to give Tate lane 3. So here comes Jimmy Shane. Jimmy King.
1 minute.
Behind. Boy, rough water for Jimmy Shane. That could be the difference, though.
But where's he going to go?
He's got to go outside. There's nowhere for him to go.
He better be careful with the 3 coming up behind him. The 3 could basically pin him.
And the 3 is going to get that that lane 6.
Right now, you got Nielsen in 1, J. Mike in 2. Not quite sure where the 12 with Tate is going to end up. And outside.
It's going to be either inside or outside of Peabody.
Yeah, I know, but if Peabody's going to give him the room or not. And then you've got Shane all the way inside now as they come around the top end of the course. Nielsen in 1, starting to pick them up as they come to the exit pin.
10 seconds.
J. Michael in 2. Peabody looks like he's in lane number 3. Then you've got Tate in lane 4. Shane in 5. Jimmy King in lane 6. And the trailer boat Billwalk. It was a really close start. And looking on the inside, the boat speed. Jamie Nielsen with a great run down the Payne West Insurance front stretch. It's a good start.
It is a good start, and it's going to be J. Michael Kelly. He's going to get down here first. Got Peabody with him, and then Tate's right there, too. Shane is back about 7 boat lengths, Kevin.
He is really, really battling it down here, all 3 boats, but it is J. Michael Kelly in the lead as they head down the creek's backstretch, but 4 boats, you can throw a blanket over them.
Huge spurt. And a nice job for J. Michael Kelly and the Miss Tri-Cities on the Griggs Ace Hardware backstretch to pull out in front. As the drivers head up into Shell Sun Market turn number 3, the race leader is Miss Tri-Cities, the 8. Jamie Nielsen on the inside, though, as they come around the exit pin of Buffalo Brothers turn number 4. It's a good run for Nielsen on the inside, and looking on the outside, Peabody may be challenging his teammate. And it's really hard to see Nielsen all the way on the inside. Oh, Nielsen's falling back a little ways. Boat speed is going to be on the outside with Tate, but it's going to be J. Mike leading into turn number 1, Bunch Finnegan.
Yeah, J. Michael Kelly's got about 3/4 of a rooster tail lead on teammate Corey Peabody. Then it is Tate. Shane is back in 5th place, and he's given ground.
Jamie Nielsen into the wash of the 8 boat. Has to swag way off. So now Tate's going to get by him for 3rd place. It's a 5-lap race, though. We're only on lap 2, but right now it's J. Mike.
J. Michael Kelly up the backstretch with the lead. His teammate Corey Peabody in 2nd place, about a half a rooster tail back. Then the rooster tail behind him is Tate in the Graham Trucking. Another rooster tail back behind Jamie Nielsen and Jimmy Shane. Shane on the outside has not challenged. Will he have something to challenge as we move through the final lap of the HAPO Columbia Cup? The race leader, J. Michael Kelly, to the start-finish line with Corey Peabody, a half a rooster tail back. Can Peabody reel him in? He's going to try down the front stretch. Can he catch him before Bunch Finnegan turn number 1? He's going to try.
Man, they are rocking and rolling down here, and I'm telling you what, the wing and the
Jimmy Shane on the outside.
The wing and the fairings are folded up on the 8, so there's going to be trouble with Kelly's boat ride. Keep an eye on Peabody.
Yeah, he's got one of the fairings has gone off the boat, but Corey Peabody with a great turn. He's now half a rooster tail behind, and the 12, Andrew Tate, loses power. He is in the water right here in front of me. Jimmy Shane battling Jamie Nielsen for 3rd. Dave Billwalk has taken 6th place, will now be in 5th place in the boat, the U40.
Yeah, the race goes up to the Shell Sun Market turn number 3. And the inside boat, J. Michael Kelly, the Miss Tri-Cities in the lead. How close does he hold it to the buoy line? Really close. That was a wonderful turn in Buffalo Brothers turn number 4 onto the Payne West Insurance front stretch. Jimmy Shane now will be able to take away 3rd place coming through rough water at the exit bend of Buffalo Brothers turn number 4, trying to get around Jamie Nielsen. Nielsen on the inside, Shane on the outside for 3rd place. 1st place, it's still J. Michael Kelly into Bunch Finnegan turn number 1.
Got half a rooster tail. They got to be careful with that wing sitting down here in lane number 2. But right now it is strong racing running 1-2.
Yeah, he bounced it off the water in Tire Factory turn 2. He can't quite get the speed at Corey Peabody. Flying behind him down the backstretch.
Peabody with a great run and boat speed. Did a great job on that turn. And Peabody with the lead by 2 boat lengths. Jimmy Shane has taken over 3rd place. Jamie Nielsen in 4th. Heading up the back stretch. On the inside, J. Michael Kelly will try to pull even with his teammate Corey Peabody. Peabody looked like he went out wide, and he hit some really rough water. The white flag is out for the HAPO Columbia Cup 2021. Race leader remains Corey Peabody. Can he hold off his teammate? He's pulling away down the front stretch from J. Michael Kelly. Jimmy Shane in 3rd, Jamie Nielsen in 4th.
Jimmy King is going off course.
Coming down to the lower part of the race course here. The white flag is hung. This is it. It is Corey Peabody with a rooster tail now on his teammate as he flies the boat. Got to get through the rough water. Kevin, bring him around.
Yeah, Corey Peabody does it beautifully, though. Poor J. Michael Kelly. Boy, now the wing is gone, that boat. Now the fairing goes down, so he's riding without either fairing or the wing. So he's just going to try to nurse this home. But Jimmy Shane...
Can Shane catch him?
I think he's got a lot more boat speed, but not a lot of time left.
Coming up the backstretch, Corey Peabody, the race leader. Strong Racing could have a 1-2 finish. Can Jimmy Shane? I don't think Jimmy Shane can challenge the damaged boat of J. Michael Kelly for that second place. Off of the exit pin of Buffalo Brothers, turn number 4 onto the Payne West Insurance front stretch. Corey Peabody, Pinnacle Peak Consulting to the JMC Motorsports start-finish line and a checkered flag for Strong Racing. Second place finish. Can J. Michael Kelly hold off Jimmy Shane? Yes. Miss Tri-Cities will finish second, and Jimmy Shane in the home street a third place finish. The battle for fourth out on the course. Jamie Nielsen onto the front stretch, and he will come to start-finish and take fourth place. What a run for the Strong Racing team. And J. Michael Kelly had the lead, but gave it up. Damage to the boat may have cost him an opportunity to get the victory. And it's Corey Peabody who performed so well right out of the box down at Guntersville, Alabama, in the first race of the season with top qualifier and a heat win. And now he gets the championship here.
Hey guys, maybe Michael, you just addressed this and I wasn't paying attention in my ear, but is that the first win for Corey this weekend?
Yes.
Wow. Not bad.
So it did not finish for the 12 and the 3. Tate and Jimmy King, unfortunately, did not finish.
Guys, where, and I just hopped in a golf cart. I'm on my way down.
Bill Walk finishes in 5th.
Where is Andrew Tate?
He is about 400 yards, about a 7-iron away from where I'm at right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's on the Pasco side, just outside of the Tire Factory turn 2.
I am looking for Darrell Strong as I find my way down here.
It's got to be one happy team. Right there. Pinnacle Peak Consulting, the 9, gets the victory. We'll start to see some speeds put up there, but it really wasn't the speed so much as it was the competitive racing. Corey Peabody's pretty darn excited, isn't he?
Yeah, I just got here. He's up on the top of the air scoop. He is one happy dude, as you might imagine. Darrell Strong, wherever he might be. This is Guntersville all over again, with the exception, this time it's Corey's on top. Corey won the first heat in Guntersville. He won the one you want to win here in the Tri-City. Win that last one. This is going to be something special down here. The boat just kept getting better and better and better all weekend. It's just really, he is going to be so excited. As well he should be. As well he should be. Man, oh man.
Well, and the only thing I think the officials would have to possibly look at is down here in turn 2 is maybe the 8. Maybe.
Well, he just went in the river.
Time to cool off a little, huh?
Well, and there may be some. Now we got 3 of them. If I was wearing a Strong shirt, I'm not sure I'd stand too close to things around here. Oh my goodness. If ever there is a statement for the thrill of victory, this is it. This is it. Corey Peabody, he is all smiles. He's going to get some help coming up on the dock. He jumps. I tell you, he's going to be a whole lot cooler. That's for darn
No
sure.
doubt.
And we're getting the rest of the crowd up here. Oh, boy. This is really something special.
Well, we all talked about it in the lead up to the race and how rough the conditions would get, and look what happened.
Look what happened. There's going to be a lot of interviews on this one. We'll find Darrell and Vanessa at some point. I've got my way up to him. He is all wet, as you might imagine, but he is also all smiles. Corey Peabody, just try and put this into words, young man.
I can't. We worked really hard. You know, we've been fighting speed all weekend, and we know it's there. We just had to find it. And we got the crew that found it. My crew, our owners, Pinnacle Peak, the 9 team, the Tri team is so excited. My first win. I don't even know what to say, really.
Well, first of all, slow down. You got it. It's yours. You did it. It all happened, and you had to drive around your teammate. You had to drive around your buddy, J. Michael Kelly. Obviously, he lost some hardware on the back of the boat, but even before that, you were staying right in that right side rear view mirror. You were going to give it all you had.
Yeah, I just was, Campbell was telling me just be patient. Just be patient. We got 5 laps. We got 5 laps. Just be patient. We knew the stuff was coming off. You know, it's tough luck for him. He's worked his tail off. But I saw the stuff coming off. Campbell said, patient, 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 patient. We got 5 laps. And there it is, you know, so we got the race on the water. Let's see what it is in the tech truck. Hope everything's good. But I couldn't be more proud for Daryl and Vanessa, their hometown, to get this win. But what an honor it's been to drive for them. Everyone here at the Tri-Cities, thank you so much for having us. Thank you for your support with this Tri-Cities team, and we won it.
You won it. You won it. And you talk about all the hard work that J. Michael Kelly did. I remember the conversation in Guntersville when Daryl Strong told me nobody works harder than Corey Peabody. Here comes the crew chief. Brian Haney is in here now. And oh boy, now the smiles are starting to turn to tears. It's pretty emotional right here, as well you might imagine, guys. This is something very, very special. They don't want to let go. Corey, that said it all right there. You are the winner of the 2021 HAPO Columbia Cup. Next year, you can put your crew underneath all that shade, but for right now, you're the champion. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you very much.
This is so good. Corey Peabody, everybody, you're a winner. Now you get to jump with her and go see the TV side.
J. Michael Kelly in the 8. Miss Tri-Cities with a second-place finish. Jimmy Shane finishes in 3rd in the home street. That was quite a race. And the J&Ds, Jamie Nielsen finished in 4th. Dave Billwalk with a 5th-place finish in the Beacon Plumbing. Did not finish for the 12 with Andrew Tate, Graham Trucking, and the Griggs Ace Hardware 3 with Jimmy King. Both boats did not finish the race.
Mike's coming in. I'll film him.
An unbelievable finish to the HAPO Columbia Cup. And it's an opportunity now for everybody to have a chance to kind of look in the rear view mirror about what happened. Of course, Friday was a day that was kind of amazing in that the community and water ops and so many people, the Army Corps of Engineers, botanist Rachel Little, and so many people that had a part in removing what was an obstacle. Last year, the obstacle was COVID. This year, we had a problem with the sago pondweed in the river. But everybody overcame, and the race went on, and we crowned a champion in Corey Peabody for strong racing. And how about that? 2 boats that are based here in the Tri-Cities, and they finish 1-2 at the HAPO Columbia Cup. That is pretty amazing. For all the volunteers and everybody that puts on the race, it's just an amazing thing to be back here again this year, and we so look forward to it in 2022. Brad Luce, your thoughts about our racing and what turned into a fabulous weekend along the Columbia River?
Before I do, I'm going to tell you a piece of trivia that just got handed to me that's pretty interesting. In 2019, the last time we raced here on the Columbia River, our winner was J. Michael Kelly. He won the final heat. He did not win any preliminary heats. So now you know right where this goes. In 2021, Corey Peabody turns the same trick. No preliminary heat wins, but he won the one that counted.
Of course, in this year, we would repeat a statistic like that.
Of course we would. It would only make sense that we would have that kind of a stat floating around out here. Wow. You just talked a little bit about the volunteers, the Water Follies organization, and all of the people involved, and you know, the pondweed and everything we went through. They just kept, every time they turned around, they ran into another obstacle, but they just kept knocking it down. And I'm going to be real honest, when we went to bed on Friday night, I was not all of that sure that we were going to be able to come out and run again. I wasn't real positive about it, but this organization, this town, this community pulled together, and we put boats on the water tomorrow, or the next day, and it was absolutely terrific. And Gerald Strong, I've been to 2 races this year, and gee, you finished 1-2 in both of them. Jim Simpson, you're standing here pointing. What am I supposed to be doing?
Daryl is up, but he can't come into the hot pits because he has open-toed shoes on.
Well, I'm going to go find him, so let's walk up there. So if we can hold the mic open, I think it might be worth to talk to Daryl.
That's awesome.
So
open-toed shoes.
You'd think this guy is a sponsor for 100 years, might have figured out.
Well, it's an insurance thing. I'm sure he knows all about it.
I'm going to walk up here. Oh, I see him. No, I don't. I'll get him.
Okay.
There he is. I got him. I got a view here. I see the open-toed shoes. Can we got time to do this?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, though, the Rooster Tail wrap-up show is coming up with complete highlights of today's
there,
action.
Young man. Darryl Strong put into words what just happened.
I can't freaking believe it.
That's about the same thing Corey said when I put the mic in front of him.
I mean, to see him go 1-2 and pull away from everybody, I mean, it gives you chills. I think it electrified everybody. I'm shaking.
And I'm sure you are. Looked a lot like Guntersville.
It did. And it doesn't matter to us what position they're in. It matters to them a lot.
Of course.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just amazing.
For you and Vanessa, this has been quite a journey. Getting first the one boat, the one that just claimed the title, then getting the second boat, and all the work that you've done, the shop pulling the team together. It's been a real journey. And we're 3 races into the season. You got 2 firsts and 2 seconds. It's got to be hard to fathom.
It is. I mean, after yesterday, we thought, let's just try to get in the final, you know. And I think we had a breakthrough today with Corey. I mean, he's such a good driver and a good guy. He just got used to being inside, you know, and that's huge for him.
I know you wanted to participate in the sport. I know you wanted to give back to the sport. You are giving back to the sport. You're giving back to this community, and I know that just tickles you.
Yeah, well, it's given back to me today, I'll tell you that.
Well, every once in a while, it does turn around and go the other way.
Now we just got to go see if we can find all the parts that are all over the river.
Well, there are a bunch of them, and there's a lot of different colors on those parts. Congratulations, Darryl Strong. Congratulations. You are the 2021 HAPO Columbia Cup champion, and next year
we're going to the shade.
You're going to the shade, baby. You're going to be parking underneath that great big tree. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brad.
And we'll look for you down the road. We're not done yet this year.
Oh, we got one more race.
We certainly do, and I'm going to be there, so congrats, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
Darryl Strong, owner of the U9 Pinnacle Peak Consulting, also owner of the U8, the Mist Tri-Cities. He finished first and second in Guntersville, Alabama, the first time he was ever an owner on the H1 Unlimited circuit. He didn't get the big win in Madison, Indiana, but they come out to the Tri-Cities, home waters for Darryl, and boom, first and second. Absolutely awesome, and he's got a great pair of open-toed shoes that wouldn't let him in the pit area.
Isn't that funny?
It's just great. Here comes the 9 out of the water. So now, Amp, I'll finish your question. My thoughts on the weekend, I just thought, you know, this is a race none of us are going to forget because of all the stuff we've talked about so much, but there was just so many people who worked so very hard to make this happen. And that's in the months and the weeks leading up to this event. And then we found out there were still some very, very large and high and tall mountains to climb once we got here. But we did. It happened. It was the community pulling together. It was Water Follies. It was the Corps of Engineers. It was botany people. It was everybody. And we overcame. And we saw some terrific racing. We saw a fabulous final heat. And I'm just very proud of this entire community. I thought it was great. And then we topped it off with this great final. And I'll tell you what, the takeaway that I have from this boat race and this weekend was talking to Corey Peabody about the win on the dock, and he was just, you could hear it in his breathing. His breathing was so rough. That's why I said after the first question, I said, just slow down. It's okay. You've got this thing. But then all of a sudden, his crew chief, Brian Haney, just jumped in and hugged him, and he hugged him, and they hugged each other so long and so hard. It was, man, it was awesome. And then the tears started, and there was people welling up on the dock. I was welling up on the dock. It was really a special moment in the sport of H1 Unlimited hydroplane racing. I was glad to be a part of it. I am always glad to be a part of 610 KONA's radio coverage. You guys are, bar none, the best in the business when it comes to covering a hydroplane race. 610 KONA, thank you very much. I had another time of my life.
Wouldn't want to do it without you, Brad. And you know, it's funny, now that it's all done, a little breeze freshens up along the river.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Let's go over to Kevin Roud's Tire Factory, turn number 2, Freedom Equipment Rentals lift.
You kind of almost could talk about the things that didn't happen this weekend more than you could talk about. No, this was a lot of fun. I will say this. It was great to see the people back.
Yep.
And I know this was going to be a year unlike any other. It was going to offer some opportunities unlike any other, and I know that everything will go back to a more normal in 2022, and we'll have 90,000 people here, but it is great to be back. It is great to see so many people out enjoying themselves, coming along the river. I was walking by seeing what looked like stickers from other areas, and I know there were people from here, from outside of the Tri-Cities, that were able to enjoy boat racing because maybe they don't get it normally, or, for example, the West Siders, they aren't going to get it this year, so they would be with 2 years without getting an opportunity, and I still think this is the best place to watch a boat race. So it is awesome to see all these fans back here. I know they were hot, but they had a great time. And I know that we are all counting down 363 days until we get to do this again in 2022.
Kevin, thanks for your great help and work and call from Tire Factory Turn number 2. I appreciate it immensely.
I had an absolute blast. I look forward to this weekend every year.
Glenn Boggin back in the Neil F. Lamson pits, one of our American Radiator pit reporters.
You know, I'm going to kind of dovetail on what Kevin said there. I think, you know, for people in the Tri-Cities, last year was obviously a gut shot, not only just from the pandemic standpoint, but losing one of, if not our heritage event. And to see everybody, Kathy Powell and everybody with the Tri-Cities Waterfallies coming back after kind of getting jerked around about would we have it, would we not, how many people could be out here, how many people couldn't. Everybody rallied around, didn't focus on the negative, focus on the positive, put on what I think is a great, great event, and an event that said, hey, we're back. We're not living our lives scared. We're coming out here. We're enjoying the sunshine. We're enjoying the boats. We're having a lot of fun. And, I mean, I tip my hat to you, Tri-Cities. You guys really stepped it up. You did just as well a job as those boat racers did.
Pretty amazing. Glenn, thank you for your tireless efforts down to the Neil F. Lamson pits. It was an amazing weekend, and you're a huge part of it. Thank you very, very much. You know, our sponsors come together to make this possible. And, again, Keith and everybody at Farmers Exchange, thank you very much. Bunch Finnegan, Bosch Appliances, Tire Factory, Sun Pacific Energy, the Sun Market stores, along with the Firehouse sub locations, Golf Universe. Everybody makes it possible. Esco Electric, JMC Motorsports, American Radiator, Anderson Dental, and you were right on with your forecast all week. Anderson and Zenz Dental, you're right on with your forecast all weekend long. Legends Casino, bringing you the legends of hydroplanes with the vintage boat coverage on 610 KONA. Local 598, Plumber Steam Fitters, Signatory Contractors, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 112. You guys, just amazing what you do in the park and what you do all year long in our community. Thank you so much. Coming up, we have the Rooster Tail Wrap-Up Show, thanks to Jason Hogue, American Family Insurance in Pasco. Bob's Burgers and Brew, thank you. All City Transmission, along with Griggs, Ace Hardware Stores, and Griggs Department Store, and some new sponsors along the way, like Zorich Automotive on Columbia Park Trail, as the wind actually does freshen up a little bit. I had to hold down some papers from blowing away up here at the Brunsman's Memorial Barge. Jiffy Car Wash, you know, we are just so proud to be with you, and nearly 50 years you've been with us up at Kennewick Avenue. Knight's Fine Metal Art, along with Washington Hardware, SS Equipment, West Richland Golf Course, Restaurant and Lounge, FMI Equipment, the Clover Island Inn, and they get ready for a big concert coming up in August with Sawyer Brown. Columbia Marine Center, Tomorrow's Health, Brutzman's Office Solutions, Woods Nursery, Columbia Basin Paper and Supply, Reagan, everybody over there, thank you. Tanya Callies with Windermere Real Estate, along with American Transmission, All Doors Incorporated, Derwin, thank you for being a part of our broadcast again this year. Freedom Equipment Rental, they roll in on Thursday with that high lift in Tire Factory Turn number 2, and this year also provided that Honda generator. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Also, Canyon Lakes Golf Course, a couple of golf carts here from Mike Lundgren and Matt and everybody that's up there. Thank you. Atomic Screen Printing and Embroidery, our official apparel provider. All City Transmission, Honey Baked Ham and Cafe, and American Transmission. Those are the people that make it possible. Now, over at News Radio 610 KONA, Mix 105.3, La Super 92.5, you know, Dana, just an incredible. Josh, thank you so much for getting everything put together so we can do this. We had so much support with Stacy Brooks and AJ Brewster. It's just incredible the amount of work that they put in just to make it possible that we can be here. Frank Cooper will be over at the studios. You know, Alicia Hansen did a nice job as our studio producer along with Lee Michael. Kevin O'Rourke is our general manager. Thank you for making this possible for 2021. And I know I'm forgetting some people along the way. Rob Francis did a yeoman's job to make sure. Derek Maselli, new to our staff, and you'll be hearing more from him on News Radio 610 KONA. And for the volunteers, water ops, river ops, rescue crews, you know, they were busy all weekend long. And it wasn't just the pondweed. It's what they do to make sure that this event can happen. Thank you. We appreciate it. And we look forward to the boat race teams to come back again. The fastest race boats in the world. We want you to be back here, and the Tri-Cities loves having you here. Thank you for putting on such a great show. Congratulations to the winners in our final heats with the E350. The winner, Kurt Myers in the E1. The Grand Prix America Series, Jeff Bernard in the GP79. And to this year's HAPO Columbia Cup winner 2021, the U9 Pinnacle Peak Consulting, Corey Peabody. Congratulations. The Rooster Tail wrap-up show is coming up next from the News Radio 610 KONA studios. Again, congratulate the winners of all three classifications of boats. Kurt Myers in the E350, the Grand Prix America, Jeff Bernard and Corey Peabody in the H1 Unlimiteds. I'm Michael McDonald. Good afternoon from Columbia Park.